started in fashion, I kind of grew to love fashion and styling. I can remember my mom always telling me, especially during my junior high school years, I guess she saw me kind of following the crowd a lot, and she would always say, Kim, do something different. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to, do what everyone else is doing. And she would always say, of course, if someone went to jump off the bridge, would you do it? Like, please, Mama, no, I wouldn't. But I really didn't start in fashion. I just kind of learned that fashion was an escape for me. That the way I put on my clothes and how I would, put them together was a way for me to stand out from the crowd. And I really didn't grow to love fashion maybe until it was after college, I say. I went to University of Memphis for about 2 years, and then after that, when I started to make my own money and I could go out and buy my own clothes and do a lot of things with my own money, was when I really started to love fashion and style. One of my most recent projects that I've started on that implements my love for fashion and style is probably being the fashion editor for Love New Art magazine. It was my first time really, I guess, saying that I was a fashion stylist or using my skills as a fashion stylist, because I would have to go out and look for clothes and do pulls and figure out what size the models wear. And, since the models weren't with me when I shopped, I would have to figure if these clothes would look right with those models. I would have to go to so many different stores for not only the clothes, but the accessories and all of the things that I thought would put the total and complete look together. So being the fashion editor, that really helped me to implement what I wanted to do within fashion styling. Urban Chocolate is my dream child. It's just a small boutique, a really small boutique. It's just an office set up like a closet. I think that's why I have so many of my shoppers love it when they come in. It's like a big closet. But I sell a lot of my handcrafted pieces, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and I also sell vintage, retro, and pre-loved pieces. I love vintage pieces because clothes and accessories made back then, they had so much care and craftsmanship that were put into each piece that was made. So that's why I love vintage. Retro pieces are a little bit funky, something that you don't see everywhere. And I also have pre-loved pieces. And pre-loved is something new for a lot of you. I probably haven't heard of that term. But it's something that was probably loved by someone once upon a time, but I still consider it quite fashionable and quite stylish. So those are the pieces that I carry here in my boutique. My boutique is housed within Paragon Souls of Art. Oh my goodness, people, if you have not seen Paragon, you are really missing out on a jewel. Not only in the city, but in the Whitehaven community. I'm a Whitehaven girl, so I'm big on community. But Paragon it's awesome. It is totally awesome. You walk through the door and you see this black and mirrored and glass room. And then you walk around the corner to come to my office, and what people say when they walk around the corner, like, man, I didn't know I had to walk this far, because the space is just that big. We've got a lounge room, and we've got a community room. We've got a little kitchen area. It is amazing that I can come here to my boutique, come to my shop, and I don't have to leave for anything. If I feel like I need to get away from the boutique, I go to the lounge room. If I need something to eat, I go to the kitchen. So it's an amazing little spot that if you have not been here, you have to come, even if it's just to see the art by the local artist that's on the walls. Some of my favorite pieces I'm actually wearing now. You won't find me wearing my own big earrings a lot. I don't know why, but I am fascinated by these vintage doodads right here. Somebody call them bobs. I'm going to call them bobs. I'm fascinated by these smaller bob earrings because they look so classy. They can make the funkiest outfit just look even funkier. But I'm also excited about my word bracelets, which is actually Maddie 7 Art, which is a line started by my mom and my daughter. And the money from Maddie 7 Art goes to raise money for my daughter's college fund. So I'm excited about the word bracelets. I wear about 5 or 6 every day. And everything I have on right now, I'm excited about, including my vintage button ring, which used to be an earring. I just made it into a ring. And also my wrap bracelets that are wrapped with fabric because they translate so many different ways. So I love those. I'm pretty much excited about everything I have. I promise you, every single thing I have in this boutique, I'm excited about. Urban Chocolate Teen actually started from a young lady I met at the Natural Hair Care Expo. She was set up helping her aunt, I believe, at the table next to me, and she came over and she bought a couple of things. But she came to the shop like a month ago, and she came with a friend and her mom, and she was like totally amazed by everything. She was like, oh my goodness, I wish I can stay here forever. She wanted a pair of earrings that were custom made with her nickname on it, which was Skittles, I believe. And she wore the earrings, I guess, to school the next day, and she talked about how everyone loved it and how everyone was so excited about the colors and everything on it. So I decided that I would, start making a few more pieces that were child and teen friendly. I've also made some smaller earrings out of the fabric like I always do for my daughter. And she wears those to school just about every other day. And so I make my bigger pieces a little bit smaller for my younger audience. I am working on, as we speak, it's in my house in here, a banner for my godson's baby shower tomorrow. But since I work so much with fabric, I thought it would be so neat and cool if I can design him a banner out of fabric with his name on it and surprise my best friend with it tomorrow. So it's not jewelry, it's not accessories, it's not fashion related, but it does have to do with style because I want him to be able to put it into his bedroom and just cherish it for the rest of his life. There are so many ways you can get in contact with me, but if you go to my website, www.urchocolateboutique.com, and that's the letters UR, www.urchocolateboutique.com. My telephone number, 901-463-0697. You can call me anytime. I get texts and phone calls all the time about custom design pieces. So give me a call. Visit my website. It's got my address on it where I'm located, and it's got my telephone number on there too. You can always catch me on Facebook. You can catch me on Twitter and YouTube. Something new I'm trying to learn. So catch me all those places.